to another episode of the Undisputed Combo Podcast with myself, the El Toro Fuerte, our friend, the Shadowhaunt Joker, that dude Colby, and returning after an amazing vacation, the Unfound Prodigy.
Oh, it was a great, amazing time, guys. If you ever have time to go to Jamaica and jump in some waters, I recommend going. It was a good week. I enjoyed it. I missed you guys, though. I missed you guys being on the podcast. It was amazing.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you listening. I was showing everybody the statistics. You know, it has analytics on Anchor.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Jamaica, and I did a story post. I said, look, even on vacation, he's listening. He's looking out for us. So thank you.
Got to support the guys. Always.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, awesome. Well, again, welcome back. We're excited. A lot of people we got a lot of new listeners over that week. And so they were anxious to hear, the four of us back together again. So it's liking us. They're liking us, which is good. We appreciate that. So let's kick things off. We have a jam-packed schedule, a lot of good things to talk about, as you all already know. So let's do some shout-outs. We'll start with you, Colby. Any shout-outs?
I don't have too many shout-outs as of right now. I do want to shout out Joker for helping me get the Reptile deck coming up.
Yeah.
That one's going to be soon built, especially now that I finished my AI deck. Everything came in. So that's all I really want to say right now.
All right.
You guys?
Mr. Prodigy.
Me. Let's see here. Not too many shout outs, but definitely want to shout out Joker, of course. Always helping out the community with his cards. Always, Undisputed Combo, Unstoppable. Yeah, that's about it. And thank you guys for supporting me while I was away. I love the shout outs on the last episode.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were wishing we were swapping places. I know I will. Mr. Joker, shout outs.
I just got to shout out you guys. I mean, seriously, I'm feeling the love today, and we're just going to have a great podcast today. So just a big shout out to you all. And because of what's about to happen tomorrow, I want to shout out to all the armed vets of World War II. Because of you all during World War II, my birthday is especially special to me and for my great-grandfather who passed before I was born.
Definitely. Great shout out there for you. We appreciate that, and looking forward to wishing you a happy birthday as well. It's exciting. Yeah. We got some good stuff cooking. Yeah, he's gonna be a young man again. All right. Well, I have several shout outs. Of course, I got the usual for Digimon content. My friend Dulian TV on YouTube, always doing local videos, doing giveaways, and also raising money for very important causes. So thank you, Dulian. Anybody who's interested in Digimon content, follow Dulian on Instagram and on YouTube. And then, of course, the Burial Ground podcast. My brother Mark, always doing some good stuff on Twitter, making me laugh, entertaining others, but also keeping it real. It just recently started getting into it with a couple of wrestlers. So it keeps me entertained. Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you. All right. And then let's see what we got here. Oh, a couple of Instagram shout outs for my friends. Fire, Tiger, Water, Heart. Thank you so much for always being so supportive. And Red Rocket Rockstar. Likewise, thank you for being so supportive on everything. Grateful that I met you both and just, thank you. All right. And now we're going to do something a little bit different. We've got birthday shout outs. Woo! So we had one of our listeners, Skeeter the Common King, good person, good duelist. He had a birthday earlier in the week, so happy birthday. And of course, our very own Shadowhaunt Joker, he's got a birthday coming up tomorrow.
June 6th, baby.
Let's celebrate.
So happy birthday. I am going to take a shot of tequila here for the both of you. I was going to do 2 shots, but I might lose my filter if I have too much alcohol right now. And this will be a whole different type of podcast.
I feel like I'm not ready. I should have brought my shot glass and alcohol too, guys. I don't know.
That's okay. So I'm gonna, if you guys don't remember the rules, I probably don't even remember the rules right now. It's been a while since we did a Friday night 6-pack. Just, if you're underage, don't drink. Okay. Know your limits. Blah, blah, blah. Don't be stupid. Here's to those who wish us well, and those who don't, can go to hell. That's what my grandma always says.
I will say this. On Sunday, June 6th, I'll be opening my second case, aka the birthday case, live stream on Instagram at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes.
I will be
box
there.
will be open.
I will be watching. Ooh, I'm feeling it already.
Make sure you check out the channel.
Yes.
Instagram.
Joker, make sure to put the kunai next to it overnight.
Yeah,
he's going to stay on the box.
I love that picture. It looked like it was just marinating in all the magic. It was beautiful. So, all right. So, happy birthday. What is new? Okay, so I'm going to kick things off because I have a lot. That way I don't, so what's new? I finally received my field center, my IP Masquerena field center. It doesn't want to focus in on it, but that's okay. And this is from Rubicon Gaming on Instagram. They have a website, but I mean, this is metal. I don't know if you can hear that. All right, here.
I can silently. Oh,
yeah. There we
go. So that's their mascot right there. But it's an IP Masquerena alternate art field center. There we go. The camera did focus in on it. Beautiful. They're doing several different. He does deck boxes, play mats, just great artists, great products, and everything is limited. So that finally came in. I'm excited about that. So if you guys get a chance, go check out their store. Really cool. The Snake Eyes trailer, the G.I. Joe movie. I don't know if any of you have had a chance to catch that yet. I was watching it. I think I was watching one of your videos, Joker, on YouTube, and the ad came up. And I just saw, guys riding on motorcycles with katanas, and I was like, okay, yeah, this has my attention. And all of a sudden, as the trailer progresses, it's a freaking Snake Eyes G.I. Joe trailer, and I got even more excited. Have any of you had a chance to see it?
I've seen it.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know El Toro is a big fan. The figures galore. G.I. Joe.
I got my the couple of them here in Vegeta's room on display up there. I don't know if you probably can't see them too much, but there's a Boba Fett right here, right above my head, and then there's that's Destro, and there's a couple above him. So yeah, there they are. So I'm excited about that. I've been playing Little Nightmares. That game is creepy as can be, but I love it. So my son was freaking out playing that. I did pick up a box of the Dragon Ball Supreme Rivalry for my daughter because she's an honor student. So we're going to be doing little 2 packs a day is what we're doing. And then, so a lot of stuff going on. I'm excited. One of the things I wanted to point out is it is Pride Month. And so, the community, however you identify, happy Pride Month. We support you, not just during the month. The reason we're saying it because it is Pride Month, so we're acknowledging that. But I have several family members, friends that I love and care about very much who identify in that community, and celebrate Pride Month. So we love you, we support you, and if anybody was ever doing anything bad to you, believe me, I would step in and defend you. So yes, not just during this month, but every month, every day of the year, we support you.
I salute y'all too. Even from my poly fam out there, remember, we're all together.
Yes.
Even
as dualists, I don't care if you're an atheist or, person of faith. You want to duel? Let's duel. Let's have a good time. Leave the politics, leave everything else out. Let's have a good time. So thank you all. Yeah. Anybody else? What's new with you, Joker?
Actually, one of my partners actually found something for me, something very special. Got back my childhood.
Ooh,
Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
The complete series with movie Return of the Joker. I'm like, I am watching this Sunday. And my other partner got me a very special backpack because my other one was hurting me. Mm-hmm. It's a single sling, easy to carry, lightweight, and it doesn't bring in the extra heat. So now I can go into locals in style later on.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. Mr. Prodigy.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything new? I'm trying to think. Of something. Nothing much. Let's see here. I came back with a tan. Let's see here.
That's what I need.
Nothing much new. A tan?
Yeah.
I did order what is it again? Lightning Overdrive. I'm hoping to get it soon this week to open it up for you guys. I'm hoping to get some cool pulls and work on amazingness, guys. That's my biggest news.
That's great. Excited.
Yeah, I got you covered.
Yeah. I do have one more. More. Go, but I'm going to go after Colby. Colby, talk to us.
It is now complete. The AI deck that I've been going on about for, I think, ever since the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah.
It is now done. Hand traps and all. I just got to now get a mat and then B, the field center. And I've already got my eyes on which field center.
Get the Arena field center.
I'm trying to
Cybers.
That's what I'm actually trying to find. I'm trying to find an in general Cybers, either the field center or a mat. And let me tell you right now, that is the hardest thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Even trying to find just random images to use for like those ones who are saying like, oh, send an image and we'll make it into the field center or mat. You can't. It's almost impossible to find it because it's always focused on either salads, code docker, or ignister.
Mm. I know you'll find one.
I'm hoping.
Okay, so again, I'm wearing a different shirt, but the same artist, Creme Brulee, came out with another new song called Heart Attack. And if you see my stories and different posts, I'm always supporting her. She's my favorite. Now, little backstory about her. I know I've told Colby. I don't know if I've told you guys, but have you ever seen the original Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie that came out in 03, 04? I can't remember the exact date. Any of you ever seen that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a song on there called Shadow Games. And I remember seeing the movie and hearing it. And I'm like, that was an amazing song. Well, one thing led to another when I first started Instagram and I came across my favorite artist. And one thing led to another, did some searching and basically confirmed that she actually wrote and sang that song for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. I'll tell you guys the backstory another time, but it was a pretty cool moment for me. I was having a little bit of a fanboy moment, but I'm a big fan of her music. And it seems like she's coming out with songs as fast as we're coming out with podcast episodes. So yeah, keep up the great work, Creme. All right. So thank you guys for sharing all the new stuff. One of the things that we always talk about is the craziness on Twitter. And one of the things I wanted to start doing was finding like a funny tweet or two and just read them. And recently, somebody had posted something about being, older in her 30s, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And one of the responses was actually pretty funny. It says, "It's honestly cool to see people older than me play that aren't weird. For some reason, I've met too many adults that kind of make me uncomfortable at events. One guy kept hissing at people."
Hey, I'm being attacked here. I was just singing the war cry of my people of the snakes. Sorry.
It was you. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you have it. You got your explanation of why the guy was hissing. It was our friend Joker here.
Just kidding. It wasn't me.
Guys, I was just playing.
I wanted to take credit for that.
I was just playing Abyss.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, Colby. I like that. So yeah, and you guys maybe in future episodes keep an eye out for some funny, interesting Twitter. I know there's craziness and insanity and cringe. I'm looking for funny. We were just discussing the insanity and cringe earlier. Not this episode, but so the other thing that was announced was the Egyptian God structure decks or starter decks. And, Twitter goes nuts over this. You see the long list of responses under, was it Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG News? Oh, this is trash. This is garbage. Harpy's Feather Duster is the only thing in here. And I can't help but think, you guys, did you really think Egyptian God structure decks were going to be relevant? I mean, Joker, tell me your thoughts. Tell us your thoughts.
Did we not learn from the Sacred Beast?
Yes.
Did we not learn from that? I mean, did we not learn from that? How quickly did that die? I mean, that's like saying, hey, Mystic Mind Tier 0, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If it even attempts to, I'm going to prevent that on every cell of my body.
First still forbidden spell. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't get it. Prodigy, talk to us.
I'm just weirded out. Like, what do people want out of these structure decks? Like, what do they want that's going to make it amazing for them to love it? It's a starter deck, guys. It's $9.99. What value do you want from it?
Yeah.
If anything, it's just a fun deck to play. It's a structure deck. You buy 3, you have fun with your friends, call it a day. I think what else is in there? I think it's Hard Prefect Duster, and is there another card that's like amazing?
There's
there?
a
Monarch Stormfront.
There's Monarch Stormfront or Stormforth. I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
And I think the new Egyptian God spell that's basically that, but better, because it lets you tribute any amount of your opponent's monsters for your god.
Yeah.
But that means your opponent needs at least 3 monsters on the field, which I guess in this day and age is not impossible. You know, it's always going to basically happen in games like Dragon Link or anything like that. But if your opponent's playing Control, that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think as we were discussing, previously, I think it was yesterday, when you have a deck like this, I think maybe the goal for Konami is they don't necessarily want this to... They're marketing this to a different demographic in the community.
Yeah.
Your anime fans, your nostalgia fans, your kids, people who are maybe looking to get into the game. Because as we all know, you guys are going, not you guys, but people are going to Walmart and Target and buying everything out and hoping for a Starlight, and you don't pull it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We're just saying, we're not going to get new players.
There's one thing on the shelf.
Yeah. We're not going to get new players, and kids are not going to be able to get into the game if there's nothing for them to buy. And so I think this is important for collectors, because collectors do exist in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, new players, anime fans, all that stuff. For to get this kind of deck, I'm going to pick up a couple. I may not open them, but I'm going to have them in my collection. Go figure. And I'm realistic about it. Yeah, this is never going to be... Egyptian gods are never going to be meta or even tier whatever. It's a freaking fun deck. So yeah, I mean,
the chances of them being a meta deck is the same chance as like Volcanic getting support.
Never.
I'm not. Let's see how long it takes for Pain 96 to get summoned.
You could have a set called Volcanic Support coming up, and Konami will pull a fast one and not put any Volcanic Support in Volcanic Support.
They'll put Princess support.
Joker, what do you? What's on your mind?
I'm just gonna say this now. I'm gonna be nice, and then I'm gonna be mean. All right. We can't all expect these new structure decks to be good, but they can be fun. Now, to be mean, I mean, it could be worse. It could be like a certain booster box that came out where the Egyptian god was like $300 for a ghost, and the rest of the stuff was just trash.
I remember this.
I see you, Konami.
This sounds fairly familiar. I wonder if this ever happened.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of a rage to it with Rasputin. Rage of what?
Raging and rawing.
More like a temper tantrum.
Yeah. And that set, I think, was probably, again, you compare it to the structured decks, and everybody wanted that chase card, the Ghost Rare, and the Jinzo cards, and there was a slime in there that I wanted that I ended up never getting. But the set itself it's not good in the terms of playing the game. But again, people who collect cards, people who are into fun decks, they like this stuff. So for all you hardcore crazies out there, it's okay for other people in the community to like stuff. It really is. Don't worry about it. Prodigy. What are you?
A Warrock player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get us started on those Warrocks.
Everybody immediately was like, "The art is so great. Why are the effects terrible?"
Because we don't cater to you. Not you, but
different folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prodigy. You look like you have something on your mind.
I'm gonna see here. I don't know. When it comes to these decks, I'd say there's got to be a piece of the pie for everybody, guys. Like, I mean, if you want everything to be meta breaking, then nobody can get into the game. Just like Mr. Ethor Frote said. I don't know. It's crazy when you think that Konami's gonna release hit after hit after hit. There's gonna be some duds out there. You just gotta expect it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want a Lightning Storm in a structure deck. Is that what we want? We hope we can get that in a structure deck. We hope. But yeah, we just need miracles at this point.
Yeah. And as we all know, when you see it, any type of structure deck in the OCG with some cool cards, it may have Forbidden Droplet, it may have Lightning Storm. We're not getting those. We may get one or something close to it, but we're not getting those.
Structure deck says it's going with Lightning Storm and what was it, Infinite Permanence? Oh, yeah. Sweet, man. I really can't wait. Really can't wait for my reprint of Lightning Vortex and Effect Veiler.
That's what we get. Something like that. Yeah.
Or Divine Wrath.
Something crazy, right?
Dude, Raigeki Break?
Yeah. In an ultra rare print.
Oh.
Yeah. Shiny code board. Shiny.
Yes.
Listen, I'm still happiest about hearing the Forbidden Droplet and Ultimate Rare printing.
Well, I know people are already getting those, and I think I was talking to Augustine. Oh, Augustine wanted to give us a shout out. He appreciates us, appreciates the podcast, and a huge shout out to the community and us. So thank you, Augustine. Appreciate it. But he was telling me, I guess, that over at one of the local shops here, the OTS stores, when you spend $30 or more, they give you 2 OTS packs. So I have no idea how people are getting like cases of these or 33,000 packs.
Boxes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I have no idea, but cool. Good luck. Hope you pull lots of cool stuff. Hope you pull your droplets. I won't even have a chance. I'm just not playing.
It's going to be a while. It's an OTS 15. I don't even think OTS 15 is out, and the Forbidden Droplet reprint is an OTS 16. So we still got some time.
Yeah.
And when it is, I know me and Joker are definitely going to be trying to get it because Firewall Ultimate Print.
Yes.
We need it.
All right.
Joker, let us enter tournaments and win.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. That good old oops tag. Yeah, I heard oops was actually saw some action, some remote duel action recently, or was it EDO Pro?
EDO Pro.
Oh, okay.
I'm still getting cussed out because people kind of use their lightning, whatever you call that card, the
Lightning
spell.
Storm.
I set 4 and passed. Dude, Lightning Stormed, hit all my traps, and was like, wait, I got to discard cards? Yes. Discard them all. And after that, he realized what he had left in his hand. He said, I quit. I'm like, oops.
Whoops.
That makes perfect sense when explained that way. You'd want to destroy it. Oops. Yep. There you go.
I didn't even get to summon.
Yeah. Prodigy. I know that obviously you're running the Evil Twins, Live Twins, but I know you've been talking highly about the Amazement cards. What's your plan? Are you going to combo the deck with Live Twins? Are you going to what are you thinking right now?
So far I've been running it pure. It's a pretty cool deck. It's slow. It runs on traps, and it reminds me of kind of like old school Yu-Gi-Oh. This is one of those decks where you have to definitely take turns playing to get to the end game. I've been working with Kobe with it also. He has a fun Eldritch variant to this deck, which pretty much killed me. He killed my Evil Twin deck, which I'm very proud of, guys. I'm very proud of this deck, and he killed me. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going to try to run this deck. The art is amazing, the effects are cool, and it's one of those decks that's going to teach you how to control your opponent, some cards, and, your timing is definitely important with this deck. So, if you don't like to read, please do not play Amazements. There's a lot of reading involved.
There is.
Reading in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that even permitted?
Dude, imagine pairing pendulums with Amazement. Oh boy, you're going to be reading whole novels.
How did you know I was going to think about doing that with the chords?
Yeah, old man Fred would need a big magnifying glass to do that. So, not happening.
Here, let me open my autobiography right quick.
Yeah. Again, back in my day, the card with the most text was Relinquished and Thousand Eyes Restrict, and even then, it was a lot back then. And now you look at it, and it's just the text getting. I mean, especially those pendulum cards; those are just insane.
Yeah.
Like Endymion. Yeah.
It still doesn't
be read by Morgan Freeman. Just in the back, read the card.
At least it would make the cards more interesting if Morgan Freeman read it. At least I would, listen.
Yep.
Morgan Freeman, and hopefully, I know he's never going to hear this, but maybe somebody can get to Morgan Freeman and ask him to create an app where you type in text into the app and it reads it back to you in his voice. Morgan, Mr. Freeman, I love you. Please, if somebody can get through to you, yes, we would love that. I would pay for that.
Understand
my money. Yes.
I will say,
Once per turn.
it, all these complex cards nowadays, it still doesn't beat the OG complex card Pot of Greed. Nobody.
That does.
Nobody knows.
Please tell me what it does.
Pot of Greed.
I think I saw a tweet recently. I think one of the official Yu-Gi-Oh accounts asked what it does. I think that was like a meme for a second. I think it was either this week or last week. It's hilarious. Oh
Nice.
my God.
Imagine back to what we said earlier. Imagine Morgan Freeman saying, "Draw 2 cards."
Well, Joker's our a resident voice impersonator here, so maybe he can give us something like that.
Waiting to
work on.
Draw your 2 cards. It's okay. Now, last turn.
Yeah, we got Mr. Freeman. You got to do that for us. I know one of you guys knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. You can get a hold of them. Yes, more. Or, you know what? Maybe I'll do the what do they call those? The petitions that they do. You know.
Yeah.
I'll start one of those. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, I'll start one of those. So yeah, but well, overall, guys, you know, real quick, this wasn't on the agenda, but what are your thoughts on the newest set now, Lightning Overdrive? Joker, what are your thoughts kind of after opening it, looking at the cards, how it? Tell me what you're thinking.
Yes.
It's upside down.
Yes.
For rock for life.
I love this set.
There you go. Enough said. All right, Colby, what about you?
Did somebody say?
Mr. said yes. All right, we are 2 for 2.
Did somebody say 1-card combo also having 14 hand traps and still being way more consistent than what Salamangreat was?
Mr. Prodigy, I kind of know where you're going, but I want to hear from you anyway. Let's hear it.
Oh no, I'm loving it. The set is basically to me a support set. It has plants, war rocks. What else is there? There's a whole bunch of support for everybody. Even Utopia. I don't even play that deck, and I'm like, there's Utopia cards in there.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. And like they're going back with the nostalgia ish, and you know it's a pretty cool set. And of course, the only core in this set, Amazement. You guys, that's
Amazement.
it. But I mean, overall, pretty good set. Oh yeah, Evil Twin cards. Can't go wrong with that also.
Yeah.
Man, you know, there's something for everybody.
Speaking of Utopia cards, me and my little sister got one each, and we actually pulled 2.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the Draconic Halberd and the ultra rare Ultimate Draconic Utopia Ray.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I like it.
Oh yeah,
it's got S4 support, and I've been testing it out,
S4s.
and I love the S4s. Again, I do have an Evil Twin deck. I have the complete deck, and so I plan on getting the extra card that came out and the plants. No, I run Rikas, I run Aramage, and I run the Sun Avalons. So yes, and look at those cards.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Joker right there. He's happy. We're all happy. I think a lot of people are happy. So overall, I'd rate this a pretty good set, at least for me personally. So, and it sounds like you guys are. We got him. You got him. I like it.
Like I said, I had these things on pre-order. I was ready.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So I'm actually waiting for Mr. Joker to put a few on sale, and also a couple other my Instagram sellers, which leads us to our next subject. So recently I came across a particular Instagram page who the person goes by Yuma_INCC. Amazing person, just totally. I can't understand why I didn't find him until this late in the game, but I'm glad I did. So this person right here is very just a gem to the community. But what I really want to kind of narrow the conversation down to is when we're talking about sellers on Instagram. You know, I have quite a few that I named last week. But when it comes to that, I think that it's important for us to be aware of honesty, fair pricing, scammers. And what this particular individual, I'm going to call him Yuma, what Yuma does is he will call out scammers and shady sellers, which we're grateful for. I think as a community, I think a lot of us have been, I've seen, even invoked, we kind of gather around, and when somebody's trying to scam, they get called out pretty quick. And I just instantly block them. I don't even, I have quite a few members in the community that I trust. But when it comes to buying and selling on Instagram, and I know, Joker, this is a good subject for you when it comes to that in terms of pricing, because I know that, everybody talks about TCG Player. That's usually the first thing that comes to mind when people are buying cards. TCG Player has fees associated with that. So when people see claim sales and other stuff on Instagram, maybe Facebook, which I don't participate in, they expect lower pricing. But the lowball pricing is what really kind of irritates me when I see these guys. Joker, I know you got a lot on your mind. You got that serious look. Talk to us.
All right. I do want to explain that even when we pay on TCG Player, there is a fee that comes out of us first. So sometimes when you see the card prices are high, they take out like 10.25 or 28%. That way, it also feeds into like if someone says that their cards haven't come in and you got the tracking, you can actually have it verified that, hey, I actually did. Here's the tracking. They should have gotten the card by now, and they'll handle that. If you don't do the tracking, they'll actually say that you waiver your right to contest it. Mm-hmm. Now, what some people don't realize is that fee, like let's say the card is $80, get away a little bit, it'll be like maybe 72, 71. So we got to wait 3 weeks to get that money after it said, hey, you got the card. You have a certain amount of time to tell us that you got the card before they just say, all right, just pass it on through. Now, the part that people don't realize is if you want us to sell it less than that 80, like let's say we sell it at 75, and you'll have people that want to lowball say 60. Well, are you going to cover the fee and everything else like normal people would on TCG Player? They'll say no. So then we have to sell a little bit higher. But we don't have that guarantee or that protection that TCG Player gives us. Mm-hmm. So that's why I tend to sell on TCG Player more than just selling like on Facebook. Don't. But I'm trying now to do it on Instagram. Word to the wise, Facebook, because they are quick to try to either troll you, scam you, or tell you only do meetups.
Or all of the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colby, have you had any experience? I know you have purchased from TCG Player, but have you had any experience in buying from people on either Instagram or Facebook or anywhere else?
I have not. Okay. I haven't bought through Instagram or Facebook. Okay. I tend to avoid that type of stuff because sometimes I'll see sellers like, I don't know, back when I first started to, and like I debated on it, the sellers would be a little, let's just say, not too friendly.
Yeah.
And it was just, I'm trying my hardest just like understand the pricing and all that. And I'm telling them like, oh yeah, I can definitely do this pricing just fine. They'll try to like jack up the price by at least like a good 20%. Yada, yada, yada. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't recent. Don't think it's recent. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
I think this was when I was in my crazy Magic the Gathering phase.
Okay.
And there was a bad seller during then, and that was on TCG Player.
I remember that.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yes.
Every day.
That was
going off. Just like, this is. I think I had like 11 messages with them, and they're like 4 times they said they'll send it out, and they never sent like the 2 cards I wanted.
Yeah. And we'll touch on that type of subject in a future episode. But yes, that is important to discuss about that. Mr. Prodigy, what about you? Any experience, good or bad, with seeing scammers, or just tell us what you're thinking?
Well, for me, I've did buy from Instagram sellers before, and I've had good experiences mostly throughout. I've even had sellers put in extra cards in their packages, which I would never expect, which is pretty awesome, And a lot of them are professional. Like, I try to see if they have references or anything. Always look for references, guys. Like, if you don't see any references, stay away from them. Some people are always just starting out also, so they might not be too bad, but buy a low card first, see how it goes, and from there, buy your cards. But for TCG Player also, even sellers on there sometimes they'll send a card 2 weeks later than when you bought it. So yeah, there's the wait. There's that wait too. So, and then you would message them saying, "Where's your card?" And hey, it's in the mail somewhere. No tracking, but it's in the mail, guys. You'll get it eventually. So there's always that.
Yeah, eventually. And some of it is the Postal Service, as we know, during the pandemic shutdown that added some time to the delivery. But it seems like that's kind of been cut down. And the only problem that I've had with a particular seller is the way they package stuff. And again, subject for another episode. Joker, you look like you got something on your mind.
I'm just waiting on that one key word. But as far as it goes with me with a bad seller, they didn't really like mess it up. It was just a shipping error. So the cards that I needed for Oops is kind of on hold again until I can find the last 4 pieces. Okay. So sorry about that. It's not really their fault. It was just a mailing error.
Yeah. And again, it happens. But I think in terms of, I have several, and like you, Prodigy, like you were saying with references. I mean, there have been a few that, if somebody follows me and they have multiple posts of, something similar, whether it's art, anime, that's important. They have multiple posts. They have a decent amount of followers and they're following a decent amount of people. I'll follow them right back. The issue that scares me is when I see somebody that's following like 3,000 people and has like very few followers and no posts. I'm like, or the opposite. If they have thousands of followers and very little that they're following, I know that they're going to follow me and then unfollow me as soon as I follow them. So I don't like to play that game, but so that's kind of what I like to do is I like to look for references. Now I have several that I've purchased from, and I have not had a bad experience, to be honest, on Instagram. Everybody that I've purchased from has been phenomenal. And my friend Yuma has really good instincts, I guess, in talking to him, and is able to kind of spot him out. He's been doing this a while, but we were talking a little bit about scammers and about pricing. And even my friend over at Once Per Turn, the subject that comes up constantly are lowballers. And the thing that I want to talk about is I want to side with the sellers for a minute here. Now, your sellers, these guys do a great job of pricing compared to TCG Player. As Joker, you alluded to all the fees and everything. These guys, they use Cash App, they use Venmo, they use PayPal. A lot of them will send you pictures of the condition of the card or a quick video to show you, hey, this is legitimately a great looking card in great condition, or they're honest, near mint, played, whatever it is. So they'll price it accordingly. And what I see during claim sales is I see a lot of them selling cards, they'll list them and they'll put, let's say $1.50 or $5 or whatever it is, fair pricing all the time. And then you see the low ballers come in and they try and take 50 cents. They try and take $1 off. And a lot of times these sellers will comply. Okay, all yours. And that's cool. And then lately you've seen a few kind of putting their foot down and saying, no, this is already a low price. And the mentality that they put behind this is that, say I'm selling 20 total cards. I have 20 total sales. And if I take $1 or whatever it is off of each one of those, that's $20 or more that I'm not making as a seller. So it adds up. And so I can appreciate the ones who obviously that will go above and beyond and cut some money off the top for the buyers. But Joker, as we've conversed before, we've had this conversation, these guys will buy these cards, go on Facebook and sell them for a higher price.
Double, maybe 2.5 extra. Yeah, they do that. Yeah. I've actually sold a card before for $20. After I was going to sell it for 40, sold it for 20. Dude took the same card I had and was trying to sell it for 55. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Wow. Reminds me of GameStop. Let's see.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he never sold it.
Good.
Who would have thought?
Good. And so, if I'm a seller and this is my business or side hustle, whatever it is, you're making money. You want to make your money. You want to be good to the community. And I think these low ballers, a lot of them may be resellers where they come in and they try and finagle their way down 50 cents or $1 off a card. And so you do what you want to do. You run your business how you want to. But the ones who are starting to put their foot down, you're still selling cards. I see you. You're still selling cards. Me personally, there was one time Once Per Turn was selling. He was having a claim sale, and I keep an eye on all these claim sales because there's always something good.
Oh yeah.
and they were lowballing them. One person lowballed the card, and so I stepped in, and I think I bid a little bit higher than what it was worth. Like I put claim for this much, and just to spite that lowballer, I did it on purpose. And so if you're a seller, yeah, sometimes I'll do that. I'll help you out if I'm feeling good. I guess if I have enough tequila in my system, I'll dish out some Christmas presents. But so yeah, so either way, I mean, Prodigy, what are your thoughts on all this stuff with sellers and scammers?
I mean, don't play with people's money at the end of the day. I mean, everybody's working hard to get these cards, and they're trying to make a profit, of course. That's the name of the game. You got to make money at the end of the day. Yeah. So lowballing doesn't work all the time. I'd say there's nothing wrong with haggling. There's a haggle. I feel like there's a haggle space. So I'm selling for $5. Maybe I want a quarter off. I'll haggle. But you telling me $3? No, that's different. Like $20 off. That's like what are you doing? So I mean that comes with the business. I feel like every seller is gonna come in contact with a lowballer. You just gotta expect it. But like you said, you gotta put your foot down. If you're gonna sell this car for $5 and that's what it's worth, and that's what you're gonna sell it for, just put firm, no haggling, no lowballing. Call it a day. Buy my car for $5 or move on to the next person. That's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, unless you really, really need the money, and some people are willing to let it go. I've seen several sellers who, every time somebody comes in with taking 50 cents off or $1 off, yep, all yours, or they'll negotiate. They'll take $1 off, and then they'll add, take 50 cents off, and okay, deal. So Colby, talk to us, man. What are your thoughts on all this?
I'm not a seller, so I don't really know too much about this, but I understand the points being made here. You don't want to, sometimes you need to save money, so you'll try to haggle it down and all that. But you got to understand where a stopping point is, and there's definitely people who will try to drop shop it, meaning that they'll buy it for a very low price and then accelerate the price to a stupid degree. Like I know one guy who he bought a card. I think it was Lulu actually, and this is when Lulu went from like $2 to 20.
The 20, yeah.
This guy was trying to sell Lulu for 60.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no. Spoiler, it never happened.
Yeah. No.
Or don't you remember when we made the trade? You gave me a lot of the AIs and I gave you Ghidorah.
Yes.
So I was looking through the Ghidorah stuff. It's still high priced. On a side note, but there was one dude trying to sell it for, I think it was like $800.
That was me.
Yeah.
No.
So, for those who are not Magic the Gathering knowledgeable, or just don't know much of it, the Ghidorah I sent was a full art holo, and since it's in your mint, you can sell the thing for maybe $150, maybe $200 on a good day. It may be different now, but back then it was that high, and there was these people trying to sell it for $400, $500, $800. I think the very highest, and I thought it was just a joke. It may not have been, but he had the picture of Ghidorah as the little image tag with it. $1,200.
That's insane.
No,
and I'll post a picture of that to my stories because I don't think I ever did. I mean, maybe it deserves its own post, but yeah. So thank you. I was not did not expect that.
You gave me the AI cards. Come on now.
Good old AIs. So the other thing that came out, and Joker, you had brought this up as well. So there's two points I want to make here, or two topics. Is the people, the buyers who don't pay. So they'll claim cards and then they'll come in with all the excuses. And once per turn is great about calling these people out and then posting the conversations of, why they can't pay or whatever it is. And once per turn is also phenomenal about blocking these people. They have a strike system. So 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. And I think that's great. And eBay recently came out with some seller protection. Finally. Now, I'm not a seller on eBay. I don't think I've only sold 1 or 2 things in my lifetime, going back to, I think, 1997 or 98 when eBay first came out. But Joker, talk to us, man. What are your thoughts on this eBay protection?
it actually makes me want to go back to selling on eBay, actually.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I'm like, seriously? They actually want to do something for the sellers? So I read up on it. I'm like, okay, I see what they're trying to say. Now, I had to come to you guys for a little bit of clarification because I didn't want to misread it.
Yeah.
And to me, personally, as a seller, if we're getting that protection, the more protection we can get on different sites, the more we'll actually leave TCG Player. Not saying that it's an indefinite thing, but it might entice us to leave and maybe lower the prices a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it all depends. Is the protection good? Or is it just, we gave you a sticker for the day, that's not going to work?
Yeah, lip service. Well, and I think the problem that I've heard from other sellers in the past is that there are individuals who you'll go sell a card on eBay. Somebody will buy it. They'll send you the money. You send it to them. They'll come up with some BS complaint or whatever it is, complain to eBay and end up getting either a partial refund or a full refund, whatever it is. And so the seller who, may be doing everything correctly gets penalized for this. And that's not right, man. So if you're doing that, again, if I'd had another shot at tequila, I probably would have lost my filter right there. But Mr. Prodigy, what are your thoughts on this? I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but basically eBay sellers now have an option whether or not they want to accept the withdrawal offer. I think that's what it was, right, Joker?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about all this?
I think it's pretty good. At the end of the day, it kind of stops the scammers to an artificial price raising, because I feel like when it comes, I think this is it's for bidding, right, on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. I feel like if somebody's artificially raising the price, also this helps. So like if somebody puts $10 just to get $11 off, just to get the 11 or 12, that definitely helps stop that. So it's like and then for the sellers, it's pretty good protection also, because there are people that will raise the price. They'll bid for something, and they're like, $40. I saw it for $35 somewhere else. Let me not buy it anymore. And then as a seller, you're missing out on your payment. Also, you're missing out on your chance to sell your cards. So, or whatever you're selling on eBay, whatever it is. So, at the end of the day, it helps. Anything helps.
Yeah. No, that's good. And really you mentioned artificial price increase. That leads into our big subject of the day. And Mr. Joker, I know this one got you heated. I see you, loosening up there. We're getting ready to tee off. So there's a large YouTube influencer with a very large following. Okay. And he's not the only one, but the subject comes up here where we're talking about buying singles versus sealed product. And you have several people who, like myself, recently I've been buying singles. I'm still going to buy sealed product. Okay. I said I'm not going to do too many box breaks. I just bought a box of Dragon Ball for my daughter to open, so I do buy sealed product. I do buy singles. So I kind of mix it up. It just depends on the set and what I'm after. But you have two sides of the spectrum here. Some people saying buy singles. Somebody saying, and they go, you have the other people that go and buy tons of sealed product. Now, this particular individual recently has been putting out videos kind of hammering away at this whole thing. But the double standard here is that this individual does buy sealed product because they sell singles. Joker, take it away, man.
Before I go any further, I'm going to try my best not to speak on a high emotional level and not be livid. Now,
but it's okay if you do.
I know. I don't want my emotions to dictate the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
stir the pot.
When it comes to where this influencer was coming from, I understand a lot of us were hurt by this whole scalping thing.
Yeah.
But telling people to only buy singles, don't buy sealed product, does more harm than good. First of all, if everybody's just buying singles, who do you think is the ones opening the packs and putting them online for you to buy the singles of?
Yeah.
And by saying that pack openers and pack opening videos are the problem, it's like,
No.
yeah, but this video can actually serve as proof that we legit pulled this. We didn't go and steal them. We didn't go and rip off some little kid. We didn't do that. We actually have proof. Hey, I pulled it. Look at it. The condition is good. Now we'll put it on our store, plug in the link. There you go. Sitting here and blaming one side for why the game is messed up or why prices are so high is only making us divide. It's not making us come together as a actual playing standpoint. Now, as far as it goes with like scalpers, they did us wrong. Skip them. We don't care. They're not us. They don't represent any trading card game player. Now, as a person who sells packs or sells just singles, I need to keep and maintain myself buying sealed product. I can't just sit here and buy singles and then go, well, I bought these singles, now I'm going to go sell these singles. You're not going to get anywhere with that.
Yeah.
I buy sealed product. It does not hurt me to do that. Right. But at the same time, I'm not going to go to like Target or Walmart and beat up a bunch of people and kids to just get sealed product. Right. I have a store that I like going to. Mm-hmm. I also have a locals, Flipside Gaming, Clifton Park, that I like to buy from. They know me. Mm-hmm. They'll actually work with me to buy product. I'll get some store credit, get some Yu-Gi-Oh product in. And the process, I give them word of mouth. I help them get more kids to get the Pokemon that they need or the Digimon they need. And I also have this other place called Dave and Adam's Card World. It's a little expensive, yeah, but they have a little policy where you pay a deposit. Let's say you buy a case that's like $700. The case comes out in August. You pay the deposit in May. You got all that time before it's released to save up the money, pay it the week before it's released, and they will send it to you the day that it is due. Like the set comes out August 15th. It's on your door August 15th.
Beautiful.
That's a really good policy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shop there all the time. It's how I be getting all these pack videos done so fast. Now, it did hurt me to hear that an influencer that I looked up to say that. But at the same time, I understand. He didn't really mean to like belittle all pack openers. He was just going about how some of them are considered scalpers in certain people's eyes. Mm-hmm. I get that. Mm-hmm. But you need pack openers to sell you the singles so that you can just buy singles. We help save you money. At the same time, we are taking a little bit of a hit sometimes, hit or miss here and there. But don't you think that we both go hand in hand? Those that need singles, we need some of the money back. You don't want to buy the packs, we gladly will buy the packs. Mm-hmm. We work hand in hand. It's kind of like a second market Yu-Gi-Oh trade, so to speak. Right. So I'm upset at the scalpers. I was a little hit by the comments, but I understand. That's all I'm going to say on that, unless y'all got some more to add for me to say later.
I do, but I want to hear from Prodigy next.
All right, let's see here. We're on the singles and pack buying dilemma here. I'd say that pretty much everybody should stay within their budget. I think budget is a big thing here. Mm-hmm. So, like, if you do not have the money to buy a whole case or was it a box, definitely save your money to buy what you want exactly. I think I agree with that mentality, but it's different when someone who's buying the product is like, hey, I'm buying these cases. Don't buy the cases. Buy my product and use my code. Make sure you use my code so I can make money back on what I bought. Plus,
at the
end of the day, it's even if they're telling you to buy singles, it's not like they're being good for the purpose of being good. There is monetary reasons behind them saying, "Hey, buy the singles," and
yes.
There's always monetary reasons, And at the end of the day, too, if you want to buy a case, go ahead and buy a case. Go ahead and buy your boxes. I think that, like I think I told you guys earlier, the main issue is for me is you going to the store and just scooping up all the product. That's the main issue. And then people see that, like, when you have the product, you get to set the price on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're buying singles, the people with the product are the ones telling you, hey, you got to pay $50 for this because I have it and you don't. You know, even if the chances are slim of getting what you want in a sealed product, it's much better. I feel more wholesome buying packs than buying product from a scalper, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. I mean, if you're going to buy directly from a distributor, do your thing. That's you have the money for it. That's great. Of course you can do that. But when it comes to accessibility, Target, the Walmarts and all these things, you definitely have to be more, what is it again? Be more like frugal, not frugal, but be more, what's the word for it? I'm trying to think of the word. Just be more considerate. There you go. Considerate about the people that's going to come after you to go ahead and buy some, you know, sale product. You know, there's nothing wrong with buying sale product at all, guys. Nothing wrong with buying sale product. You know, it's fun. It's amazing. It's the joy of getting what you want. I mean, the possibility of getting what you want in the pack. That's the best part of buying sale product for me. But yeah, singles is always an option. Yeah, if that's your thing, go ahead. I'm not faulting you on that either.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for your thoughts on that. Colby, talk to us, man. What are your thoughts on this?
You know, I think getting packs and all that is fun. I never got a box nor a case. Cases are expensive. But anytime I usually get back, I always ask my little sister, like, hey, do you want to get one? Because she likes opening them with me. And it's always fun whenever we do open it. That's actually how we got the Gigantic Howboard and the Utopia Ray. But I think if you are trying to stay within a budget, definitely singles easily.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to have a fun time and you have a little bit of stuff, like a little money to spare off, I say definitely get a pack or something like that. And if you really want to go out and get sets and cases and all that, by all means, feel free. You can definitely make money off of it, assuming that you get like all the starlights like Joker does. you know the air case that has how many cards are in the case, really quickly?
That one box that
had all the starlights printed.
It's like it literally had 2 starlights in 6 boxes. I didn't know.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong at all.
No. It just means that the next case that's marinating. Every pack's going to have case. Every pack's going to have 1 starlight. Except for the last one. That's going to be the air pack. All starlights.
Yeah, all starlights.
All starlights.
I wish.
So, and thank you, Colby. So my thing is, Konami does not sell singles. They don't. You know, so the whole point of, you buy singles, not sealed. Again, like you were saying, Joker, you can't have singles without people who buy sealed product. And again, it depends on your budget. Now, the thing I've seen a lot lately is there has been a very good increase in the amount of sellers on the internet, on Instagram, everywhere else. A lot of people are starting to sell stuff. And one of my favorites is Awesome Games, the gentleman Awesome James, one of my favorite YouTubers, had a big YouTube channel and ran into some mess with YouTube, but is a total gem to the community. Again, just like I've mentioned other individuals, whereas he has his store, he has his product, he does pre-orders, and he'll let you know, and he will sell it at very, very, very good pricing because he wants to give the true players, collectors, whatever it is, he wants to give you an opportunity to get this product at a reasonable price. Now, that being said, Ghost from the Past, I bought from him. He had it, I want to say it was like 75 or 79. Prodigy, I think you got one too, right?
Definitely 75. I think that was the price, right? 15 for each box, 5 boxes, 75. Yeah, 75.
Yeah. And while everybody else was selling it for 120. And now it's actually going up after everybody trashed it and said it was garbage. Now it's still going up. So I don't get that. But James, thank you. And I've noticed that a lot of individuals are selling boxes. They're doing pre-orders for $60. $60. Now, I don't know what a wholesale cost is on a box, but $60 is a hell of a lot better than $100 or more. Like I've seen at some of my local stores who do that. Depending on the hype, they'll raise it. And whether that's due to distributors raising the price or just the business is saying supply and demand, I'm going to raise it because you want it and I got it. It's going up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Set the price.
When I see like the lunatic that you were dealing with, Joker, on the I don't even know where it was, one of the forums that you were on.
Discord.
Oh.
It's hitting me. So, that individual, again, I don't want to call anybody out, but that individual needs some serious help. You're not going to get through to people like that who they follow these large influencers and they think their word is the end all be all. Buy singles. Yes, buy singles. And the reason the market's screwed up is because of people like you who buy sealed product and you do pack openings on your channel. No, that's not true. That is not true. You can still buy stuff. The reason the market's all screwed up is because everybody's just buying them. It's there's the whole COVID lockdown. I think people had too much time on their hands. And in some cases, they had some extra money because unemployment was paying pretty good. They weren't going out. The people that still had jobs weren't going out. They weren't buying dinner, going out, partying, whatever it was. So they were saving money. They had extra income. A lot of them had time to sit down and ponder nostalgia and say, you know what, when I was a kid, Yu-Gi-Oh was fun. Oh, look, and so whatever reason you had, people were just buying stuff, and that caused an inflation in the pricing. So it's not the fault of people who buy packs and open them. Now, the people who go to a Target and Walmart and say, I bought some packs and have 300, bought out the whole rack. Come on, man. If you're going to buy that much, buy a case. At least you have a better chance of pulling a Starlight Rare than you would from buying blister packs. Nothing wrong with that, again. But be realistic here. You buy cases if the budget allows it, or buy a box. You're guaranteed, unless you got an air box, you're guaranteed 2-star or secret rares, possibly a Starlight Rare. To me, it doesn't make sense when you have these lunatics, again, like the one you were dealing with, Joker. And I'm very sorry about that. You're not going to get anywhere arguing with these people. I want to call them out so bad, but I'm not going to. But, they're just they kind of tend to side with the larger influencers. And again, the influencers themselves many times start off with good intentions, but they buy into their own bullshit and they become something that they're really not. And then they start preaching, buy singles, buy singles, buy singles. And you people that buy sealed product, you're the problem. And no, that's not the case, because that person that's telling you to buy singles is buying sealed product and selling singles.
Mm-hmm. I will just say this. As a little caveat to both sides, to all you pack openers and everything out there, as long as you're buying it from your locals, supporting your locals, or a distributor, hey, just don't spend to the point where it's like, oh no, I can't afford rent unless I sell all these cards. Don't do that. We don't do that here. Okay?
Or don't use your financial aid. I've heard that.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Someone actually sold a Jeep just to buy 10 cases. He's now out on the street.
Yeah. If you're starting a store that, and again, if you're just doing it for a YouTube channel, hoping to get that you're going to blow up and become the next best thing.
No.
Don't do that. If you're going to start a store, whether it be online, great. That's an investment. You sold your vehicle to buy 10 cases to start a business. Best of luck to you. Let me know, and I'll buy a couple of cards from you. I'll support, and I'll post you on Instagram, do what I do, use whatever I can do to help. That's what I do. But yes, don't put yourself in dire straits trying to get, 1 million views, because there's a lot of people that are doing that, and there's so many individuals who buy cases and packs, and they put them on, and if your sole purpose is to make it big on YouTube, you're doing it wrong. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying 30, 40, 50 cases, whatever. But if you have a means, a light at the end of the tunnel, somewhere you're going with this, great. Have a plan in place, start a business, sell it, try and make your money back. But if you're just doing it for views,
and only buy in moderation. Seriously, leave some for the kids. They need to play this too.
Yeah.
So stop making it look like we're the scalpers. Maybe buy like 3, like Colby, 3 5-packs. Let it go.
Yeah. I've been at Targets and Walmarts, and in my Walmarts, the card section is right next to one of the, I think it's 20 items or less registers. And so I've seen kids run up and, there's no packs. It's okay. It sucks, man. Come on. If you're going to buy out a whole Walmart because, a big influencer said I bought out a whole Walmart, come on, just go buy a box, go buy a case or something like that from a distributor, buy it from an online pre-sale, buy it from a locals, whatever it is. There are better options. Nobody cares anymore. I think those types of videos are kind of going down anyway, where you buy out, the entire section at Walmart or Target. Plus the product is getting, pretty slim these days. That hype is that whole wave is kind of dying down. At least for me, I don't give a crap anymore about that stuff. If you do it, no offense.
Yeah.
I don't really understand why people do it. I just don't. Oh wait, Joker, are you there?
I know why. But I'll wait till after you're done. Trust me.
No, I saw you talking, and I heard nothing, so I was making sure you weren't muted.
I'm
going to mute myself because I've been talking a lot and very loud.
Go ahead, Colby. You go ahead, and then I'll tell everybody what happened.
So, like I said, I don't understand why people do it. I know, especially when I was a kid, I first got into Yu-Gi-Oh! It was the same deal with me. Like, everything was bought out except for the power cubes. Now, even as a child, I made the mistake of thinking power cubes were the greatest thing in existence because they highlighted the card 5-headed dragon, and I thought, big number? Big number.
Yeah. 5,000 attack.
Oh, 5,000 attack and can't be destroyed by fire, wind, earth, dark, and no, I think that was it, actually. The only thing that's going to be destroyed by battle was light and divine. And I thought, oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Slide that thing in the main deck and 2 tributes. Here it is. But that was me as a kid. It would always be the power cubes because everybody bought out the packs.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, my Walmart, it's not happening as much anymore. Granted, it's only been like 2 or 3 days. So I would say after like a week or 2, I can say people are buying it out just to buy it out. But so far, it's looking pretty decent on my end. But I can definitely say if you're doing it just to do it, please stop. Just go buy it online. Go buy it at locals or something like that. You can probably even find it cheaper at the locals because they're more towards card stuff. It's not in general.
Yeah,
that's what I got to say. Joker.
All right, now this whole buying out stores thing. There was a particular video that came out during last summer. Mm-hmm. Of this content creator. I'm going to say his name, but I'm also giving him a shout out for what he said.
Okay.
Y'all ever heard of Jobbers?
No.
And
I apologize.
The guy made a video.
I'll look you up.
Yeah. Shout out to Jobbers, and this is why. He did a video a while back of him buying out Barnes & Noble, but he said specifically in the video, I called the store first. I spoke to the manager. They said, give us a week, and then you can buy what's there. We want the kids to get the new stuff first. Mm-hmm. He did. He waited an extra week after that call. So technically 2 weeks later, he could buy it out. They said, we're going to have another shipment come in so you can buy this one out so that we can get the new stuff in, rinse, lather, and repeat. He actually waits for everyone to get a chance. He calls, then he does it. He tells people, hey, just because I did it doesn't mean you go do that and mess with kids getting it. When I saw that in his video, I'm like, hey, he's got a good idea here.
Yeah.
Let them get some first, and then see if it's okay to buy it out. So, Jobbers, you the man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Jobbers, you're the man, but you also ruined my secret spot, Barnes and Noble, where I used to go and buy packs, a couple here and there, and I could count on it. I could go back a week later and they still had stock. So thank you, Jobbers, because now there's nothing at Barnes and Noble. Prodigy, we've had this conversation, but I want to hear from you. Talk to us.
When it comes to buying out things, man, I think I'm guilty. I went to GameStop the other day and they had 7 packs, guys, and I bought all 7. I felt so bad.
Oh, you're the worst. You're the worst. You're a scalper. No,
I bought out a Target once.
What?
7 packs is reasonable. You know,
2 power cubes.
But yeah, I mean, when I was a kid,
only the mystery power boxes.
yeah, when I was a kid, I think it was less about buying out the store and more about getting what you can. Like I remember when Konami had the tins, and they had like 5 packs in them, and like the promo card in the front. I was like, I need one of those. I need one of those. I need one of those. That was my thing. You know, I didn't go to the store and just buy out. I didn't even know case buying and box buying was a thing back then. I was like, oh my God, I didn't have the money anyways, but I didn't even know that was a thing. But I mean, you know, it's
gained. Cases have gained a lot of popularity in the last couple of years, I'd say. But you know, and to those of you who are listening, if you buy out Walmarts or anything, that's fine. You do what you want with your money. We're not trying to be gatekeepers. You know, we're just saying, and realistically, looking at the numbers, the packs aren't there anyway. If you're a pack opening channel, to do weekly updates, daily uploads, whatever it is, to go to Walmart and Target, they're not there. The volume's not there. You give yourself a better chance of pulling better cards if you buy boxes or cases from a seller, a distributor, or a locals, whatever it is. You know, you've obviously got the money. Spend it however you want, but you're going to have a better chance of pulling better cards if you buy the sealed product. And you're not going to be, don't let yourself be vilified by these other, you know, influencers who are saying, you know, you guys are responsible for ruining the market. No, you're not. There's a lot of things that contribute to the market going up, and it's not one person or one particular group. It's a lot of things that are contributed. I don't know what the hell they all are, so I'm not even going to try and speculate, but yeah.
Low dollars.
Yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, but Prodigy, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I know I've probably said more, and I think it's the alcohol kicking in, and I'm kind of, you know, getting a little bit more involved, and I have a lot more to say. Not as reserved as I normally am, but this also is a good subject because I am friends with several sellers, and all of my friends who are sellers do the right thing, you know, kind of like what we touched on last week, the bigger influencers who are now offering subscriptions to get fair pricing.
In here.
Yeah, you know, and again, the big influencer who's telling you to buy singles because those of you that buy sealed products are the problem. But yet this particular individual saying that is buying sealed products and selling the singles to you. Marinate on that.
Reeks of hypocrisy in here.
All right. Well, again, we love you all. Thank you. We're not trying to insult anybody. We're not trying to put you down. Spend your money however the hell you want. Make the content you want to make. Whatever makes you happy, you do it, and you do it.
Definitely.
Yes. I support a lot of local businesses, a lot of small content creators. I've actually kind of stopped watching a lot of the larger channels because they just get on my damn nerves now. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. So anything you guys want to close out with, Mr. Joker, anything you want to say on that subject or anything else?
All I want to say is, hey, we all in this together. Mm-hmm. Yes, even you, Mystic Mind players, I see. We're all in it together.
You sure you want to include them?
We got to. It's the month of inclusion.
I have a
No, wait, that was... Nope.
I'm going to bring it out. I'm doing each and every one of you with that. Well, Prodigy, you've already experienced my Mystic Mind deck, so...
Yeah.
You beat it. You beat it.
I will only play Spell and Trap removal.
The whole deck.
Yeah, and you'll find a way to win, too. That's the funny thing. Yeah.
I'll have 39 cards being like Harpy Feather Duster and like one Sparks. goes.
And you'll figure out a way to lower my life points to 0, or just a total deck out or something.
Black Snake Syndrome.
Listen, I love that card.
I was still proud of the one thing I discovered using the Lich and Amazement that I almost did on Unfound, but he had Solemn Strike and Ogre.
My card.
He protected himself with. If you didn't Ogre it during the first time, what would have happened was you got with dealt 2,000. Then you know that second Xyz I told you guys about?
Yeah.
Overlay that one on top of it. Effect. It's now 6,000 attack. What's your life points again?
1,000. I'm dead, pretty much.
No, don't. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mr. Prodigy. Anything you want to touch on the subjects we touched today?
I just want to tell everybody, if you're buying product, buy smart, guys. There's always going to be a chance where you might find something cheaper than you see it now. Sometimes it's best to bide your time. I remember getting into the Yu-Gi-Oh game earlier last year, and I got a Caiaphas Collector's Box for $20, and that's like $180 now or $200. So, I mean, there's always going to be that time. Yeah, there's people selling it for that much for some. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just for duelist packs. But, bide your time. And to everyone listening, thank you for listening, guys. We appreciate you. Shout out to all the listeners. We appreciate the views, the listeners, keeping us going.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll try and continue to be entertaining for you. One quick shout out, Easy Mahe on Instagram. Thank you, my friend, for everything you do for the community. Love your content. Let's close it out. Mr. Joker, where can the viewers and listeners find you?
Shadowhaunt Joker on YouTube and on Twitter. Silver-Eyed Poet on Instagram. And don't forget, 4 p.m. tomorrow, we are doing the birthday box break.
The one marinating.
4 p.m. Eastern Time, June 6th, for those of you. Colby, where can the viewers and listeners find you?
Always find me on Team Birthday Gaming, where I post deck profiles. Latest one being Abyss. Reptile Go Burr. Or on Instagram, TDC_YGO. Feel free to ask any questions on how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And always remember, salad best deck.
Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, you did. Salad's best deck.
Right.
Evil Twins. Oh!
Mr. Evil Twins, Unfound Prodigy. Hey, we're rock for life. I'm bringing out my mystic. Where can the viewers and listeners find you?
Guys, find me on Instagram and YouTube at Unfound Prodigy, on Twitter, Prodigy Unfound, and also
the Abyss.
The Abyss, and see me on Team Birthday Gaming on this podcast, guys.
And there he goes.
Yeah, you keep cutting in and out. That's why we can still hear you though.
He's switching to face down defense.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, nicely put. Okay. Yeah. So,
what's your flip effect?
Yeah. For those of you who are listening, sorry, the alcohol's taking full effect. I'm in a really good mood. So, for those of you who are listening and watching, definitely follow them on Instagram, on Twitter, and definitely give them a subscription on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. Thank you. I am the El Toro Fuerte, part of Team Fuerte Gaming with my buddy Colby here. Instagram is my favorite platform, _El Toro Fuerte. You can also find me on Twitter, but I don't really give two craps about Twitter. I scroll through and laugh, and I write stuff down and screenshot stuff and share it with these guys. So other than that, not a big deal. But thank you all. I appreciate it. This episode ran a lot longer than normal. So if you're still listening, still watching, thank you very much. We appreciate your support.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Next week.